Happy Wednesday and welcome back to The Average Fisherman. So, I've had a couple of very busy weeks here. One of the big projects that I've been doing is I put in a big vegetable garden out in the backyard. Went from grass lawn in heavy clay soil all the way now to having plants in nice, good garden soil outside. I actually bought a couple of truckloads of dirt, hauled them in my truck, brought them out in the back, tilled it all in a whole 9 yards. So yeah, it's been a couple big busy weeks for me, but I was smart enough to have some seedlings that I started out in the shed before I started this project. And now they're ready to go. They're in the garden. I'll take a picture and post it to you guys on the community page. But what I really want to talk about is tomorrow, Louisiana Blackwater Fly Fishing and I are going to make a fishing trip to a spot that we don't actually go to that often. It's a fun spot to fish, don't get me wrong. The potential is there, but neither one of us is really familiar with it, which, is going to make it a lot of fun. And along with that fun, I have a very inexpensive combination here for pan fishing that I think is accessible to everyone because it's at such a low price point, including the reel, which is a very smooth, lightweight reel for pan fishing that is a budget reel. So let me show you guys. I have my red worms here ready to go. And this is the combination that I'm talking about. This is a new rod to me. This is a Shakespeare Micro Series 4'6" ultralight. And the reel is a Lew's Speed Spin Generation 2 size 50. So if you're asking about price point, the reel is $40, the rod is $20. So let me show that up to you so you guys can get a good look at it there. So again, 40 for the reel, 20 for the rod. So I did a video earlier on these Shakespeare Micro Series rods. Okay, they're composite rods. They have pretty inexpensive guides. There's just stainless steel inserts and stuff like that. So, they're budget. But the thing is, they're composite, okay? And I don't own that many composite rods. I've said that before in a previous video. In fact, I practically own, I think at this point, this makes 3 composite rods out of probably the 50 to 75 rods that I own. And the reason for that is because I'm primarily a finesse fisherman, so I need the sensitivity of a full graphite blank. However, what I'm doing is bobber fishing for panfish. As you can see, I have my little slip bobber or little clip-on bobber there, my 2 little pinch-on weights, a swivel, and a size 6 offset hook there. So since I'm going to be using worms with this setup, I really don't need something that's terribly sensitive. What I need is something that's fun, lightweight, and easy to use. And this guy fits the bill right here. So $60 budget total for a nice reel, very smooth reel, dependable rod, 2-pound Bass Pro Shops XL clear monofilament, and that's what I'm going to be rocking tomorrow. You can get something that's more expensive for bobber fishing. You can go full graphite blank for bobber fishing and stuff like that, but do you really need it? No, because you're depending on watching that bobber go down in order to indicate the hit. You're not really needing something as sensitive as a full graphite blank to detect hits on when you're like tight lining or something like that. So for inexpensive, just general purpose brim fishing combination, I think something like this is really hard to beat. The Shakespeare Micro Series, like I said, this one is a 1-piece. They do make several others in 2-piecers, if that's your thing. I generally do not like 2-piece rods. I've just never had good luck with them. And even though it is a composite blank, what little sensitivity there is in here, I want to preserve it because fighting the fish is still fun. And I just do not like 2-piece blanks. So let me show you guys the specs right there. And again, a good close-up on the reel right there. These new Gen 2s are really smooth. I got to tell you, for $40. I did get it out the pack. I bought it at Academy, by the way. Took it completely apart, lubed it up to my standards, and played with a little bit. This thing is smooth, guys. Lew's is making some really good, inexpensive little spinning reels lately. And these little Gen 2 laser lights are pretty much exactly what you can expect from them. For the $20 to $40 to $50 price point, the little blister packs of these reels right here are going to be kind of hard to beat for you as far as smoothness goes. Good drag, good smooth drag, and everything else on them. So they've been pretty quality. I have some of the other Generation 1 laser light speed spins behind me. The way you can tell them apart, on the Generation 1s, where you see the gold here is blue. In fact, I'll show you one of them here. So on the top is a Generation 1 laser light speed spin, And on the bottom is the Generation 2. So you can see they changed the color from blue to gold on the Generation 2 ones. So that's how you can tell which one is which. I'm not going to get rid of these Generation 1s and just replace them with the Gen 2s just because. But this is what they had, and so I got it. 40 bucks, 20 bucks for the rod, 60 bucks. Hell of a general purpose pan fishing combination here. I like these little slip bobbers that you can move up and down the line just by pulling the little black cork out and sliding them and then locking them back in place. But then again, like I said, this isn't bass fishing. This is going to be for brim, chinka pins or bluegills or whatever else like that, small fish with the 2-pound line. I think that's all you really need. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I am bringing the camera along. Hopefully we'll have a successful day catching a bunch of panfish, guys. Tight lines, my friends.